It's been a very eventful day already. A lot from the airport, and of course, where we are currently, with Omoyele Sowore. Let me just, of course, get into the interview straight. Omoyele Sowore, great to be back home, I believe.
Yes. Well, I'm back home, but it was because when I left in March and also in May, I did make a promise that I'll be back, that I'm not going anywhere from Nigeria. So it doesn't matter what anybody tries to do. And that is why when I was informed and I got a copy of their memo to the airport that I was declared wanted, it just made me feel very proud that I was once again upgraded by Nigerian government. I've been on the watch list of Nigerian government since I was in the university in 1992. But I found out officially that I've been upgraded to the highest possible level. So,
what do you mean by upgraded?
Well, so they have different grades. There are people who they watch just generally. If you are leaving the country, they just try to figure out where you're going. But the level that I'm on is a level in which whenever I arrive, I'm supposed to be accompanied, arrested, and detained, and taken to the office of the DG of DSS. That's the level that I am. I think it's the highest level. It's like the GCON of, or the GCFR of the National Award for Troublemakers.
So what happened this morning? Because we saw all of the drama that unfolded at the airport. We saw security forces trying to sort of whisk you away, and at some point it looked like they let you go.
Yes, when I arrived, they seized my passport. The immigration guy seized my passport when I presented my passport for processing. And then after standing around for a while, I asked them, what's the problem? They said there is some notation on my passport that that needs clarification from Abuja. And I said, who is that? Who put of course I knew. And they said they're going to they started making all kinds of calls. And then they asked me to sit down at the place. I sat down beside them. After a while, I went back to them and asked, what's going on? And it's been like 30 minutes at this point. And they said they're still waiting for Abuja to clarify. Then they took me to their office where I was briefly detained. And then I tweeted before going into that office, and some 10 minutes later, they came and said, oh, it's just been resolved. You can go. So I went to try and get my bag. Of course, one of my bag was missing. I hope it's not the DSS that stole it. But
you said one of your bag was missing.
Yes.
Is it still missing, or have you?
Missing, but I've incidentally with the airline to look for it, because the tracking on my phone from the airline shows that the bag arrived. So, but like I said, I don't want to. I hope they didn't try to do something stupid with my bag, because they might go and plant some things inside of my bag and claim I brought drugs into the country. I don't do drugs.
All right. Now, let's talk about the reason why you are on the watch list. A lot of people have asked, what does this reflect of democracy?
Well, it's a reminder to those of us who fought for democracy that what we fought for has not come to happen in reality. And we just have to keep fighting until we get what is desirous. And I don't know, even if the democracy as we know it now, globally, is even desirous anymore, because it's been hijacked everywhere, including from the source. They no longer even do credible elections in the US anymore. It's just crazy. But what is known to us as our own way of interacting and accepting governance is democracy in this country. And that's the basis of our engagement and interaction with governance. So that's what we continue to fight for. But I'm not surprised, but even though I feel sad that in 2024, people are still being hounded. Protesters have been arraigned and prosecuted for treason, in which they ridiculously wrote in the charge sheet that they were trying to overthrow the government with placards. And these guys are still in detention. Even when they're granted bail, the judges granted bails, given conditions that they know the protesters cannot meet. and over 2,000 protesters were aware.
Hello,
Some
Madam.
protesters were
I beg,
detained
call Madam at the read news for
60 days without trial by judges, federal judges. So these are part of the reason we must take our country back. And it's the reason I can never, and I'm saying it, I'm not bragging, I'm not running away from anybody. It is either we get it right, or we all perish. When I mean perish, if we don't do anything about the situation of our country, we are all going to perish. These people are going to just finish everybody.
I mean, let's talk about the circumstances which you were picked up. Are you harassed?
No, I wasn't harassed. It's difficult to harass me. I'm immune to harassment. So I'm very calm in the face of provocation. But in fairness to them, there was nothing like that. I'm talking about immigration people. But you remember that the immigration DG, or this CG of immigration, had said this during the August uprising, that they have some people on watch list. So I think this is our list, but she was disgraced.
All right. Now, this freedom that you have now, is it temporary?
I don't care. Whatever happens, it's my attitude to life is Sarah, whatever will be. But the most important thing is that we get the appropriate freedom, qualitative freedom for our people. When I was about to start my journey, I sent some messages saying that was after it was revealed to me that my name was on the watch list. That we have a country to save, and we cannot be deterred by all these distractions. These are distractions by those in government. And they know it. They are running out of time. And that's why they are very desperate. Interestingly and coincidentally, the president is supposed to return today. So, but you know which one is more eventful? The real president came and the whole country knew. When he comes in now, nobody will know. But that's on the lighter side. We must get our people to move very quickly to save this country, to save themselves from the destructive attributes of these people in political power. Because a lot of people cannot believe that a Bola Tinubu, who was accused in 1994, falsely by the military, of trying to bomb a Jigbo depot, is also doing the same thing to protesters. He was accused by Abacha. That's the reason he left the country. But contrary to their own decision to leave, I am not leaving. But I will continue to maintain my right to travel freely whenever, whether you put me on watch lists or down lists or clean lists, whichever list you want to put me on, it doesn't matter. The most important thing is that we must save this country and we must liberate ourselves. We have people to liberate, and that's our focus right now.
All right. Now, talking about liberation, I know you've been very vocal as to the protesters being detained, the End Bad Governance protesters being detained at the moment, the likes of Michael Lenin and the rest. I'd like you to speak on that.
Well, part of what I'll do now that I'm here is to work to ensure that they are released, from Kano to Kaduna, Michael Lenin, and whomever. We found out that a professor at Bayes University was also abducted by the DSS and has been in detention all this while. So we're going to put a lot of pressure to get everybody free so that we can prepare very quickly for Fearless in October. Yeah, so we will need all the protesters to be back on the street as soon as possible. Yeah, so that's a must. But if you don't get them out, well, they might end up joining them there pretty soon.
Talk Fearless in October. What's going down?
When it happens, you find out. You remember? Yes. You remember when we were planning the August thing, the End Bad Governance in August? Most of you, even in the media, did not know it would happen. It happened, and it happened in a way that surprised everybody. So let's just wait and see what happens in October. And I want to use this opportunity to say it very clearly. If you are feeling the burden and the yoke of bad governance, you don't have to wait till October 1. If you are organized enough, strong enough, it's not anybody's father's property. It's not a copyright to Showore or Take It Back movement. Everybody that is suffering, you can You can revolt at any time you want, any day, night, afternoon. So you don't have to wait for us. But we organize, and our own organizations collectively are looking at October 1 as a starting point.
All right. Thank you so much, Omoyele Sowore.
And I wanted to remind you, the last time you interviewed me, you said, "Oh, Sowore, you're talking from outside the country." Now,
okay, now we are seeing physically.
Depot by Abacha. So that was why he left this prison, these bogus offenses of treason. But that is not our focus. Our focus is that we have a country to liberate and a people to save. So whatever offenses are thrown our way, it should not discourage us. It's up to the people to determine what constitutes the offense of treason. And in this situation, it is the Tinubu regime that is committing treason. And I must say to you also that in 1994, Tinubu was accused of treason. If you remember, when he was accused of bombing Ejigbo Depot by Abacha. So that was why he left Nigeria on exile. But in our own case, we are not going to go on exile simply because the government is afraid of placards.
Well, you were presidential candidate in 2023 on the platform of the African Action Congress. President Tinubu has now said, look, there's a government to run. Politics is over. All the things that Nigerians are experiencing, these things are inevitable. Hard choices have to be made. And the Nigerians should be ready to make sacrifices. But, you know, some of you are still acting as if the election is still on.
Well,
so why?
We're not running an election. They never even had an election in the first place. But that's a conversation for another day. What we're saying is that the issue on ground is existential. Everybody's talking. Even the other day, I saw some elders, including the former Secretary General of the Commonwealth, who went to Tinubu and said we should bring about a new constitution, which is one of our demands, by the way. We talked about minimum wage. We talked about wastage in government. So you're asking people to tighten their belt, you know, that they should just tarry a little. But you are there buying yourself a private jet of $150 million. You are renovating homes of your VP for $21 billion. Everybody in the Senate and everybody in the National Assembly got an SUV that cost $150,000 each. I mean, are Nigerians foolish not to understand that this is just a ruse, you know? And that is why I coined the word, too, I think yesterday, that the government is no longer practicing democracy, but orisacracy, which is government of rice, ruse and rice. Any problem in Nigeria, give them rice. Flood in Maiduguri, send them rice. Education problem, send them rice. People are sick, send them rice. You know, rice, botanical name of rice is the Oryza sativa. So that is where we are. And the government has become a joke. And that brings us back to the conversation about treason. You're a lawyer. I don't need to remind you of that. And I'm sure that if you were sitting in court representing an accused person, and it's a person that's accused of treason for carrying placards, you must look at the prosecutor and to wonder whether he went to law school.
Well, I know that lawyers are part of the problem. Yeah. But okay, they've given you back your passport. They've released you. Did they ask you to report again tomorrow morning? Because giving your passport does not mean anything. You can be asked to start reporting every day until the matter is decided. What did they say to you?
They just came to me and said, you know, we were looking for, you know, because I tweeted while I was waiting, while I was sitting in their office, that I'm now in detention and they've seized my passport. And they said, we're looking if you have a waiver for the watch list. I said, what's the waiver for watch list? And another 10 minutes later, they came and said, we resolved the issue. You can have your passport back now. And some of them actually nicely escorted me to get my bags. But by the time I got to the bag section, one of my bags had gone missing. So we're still looking for the bag as we speak.
Your bags disappeared?
The biggest bag I brought had disappeared.
But the ones you got, did they open them?
I don't know because I didn't lock them, but I'm just hoping that they're not trying to play funny with the bags. But I reported that to the airline because every bag that comes through the U.S. airline, United Airlines, you have a tracking on it, and the tracking showed that it went on the carousel to where I should pick it up, but I can't find the bag as we speak. Well, I'm just hoping that nobody will go and plant anything funny inside my bag.
Okay, but for now, you are free.
Yeah.
You know, they're giving you your passport, and you know, you have no fear that when you step out of the studio, they will rearrest you.
Even if they do, I'm not a stranger to them, and we'll resolve that when we get there.
Anyway, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Omoyele Sowore, presidential candidate of the African Action Congress and a human rights activist. We take a short break now, and we will return.
Greetings, everyone. Happy Sunday. How's everybody doing? Fearless in October is coming up. As you can see from the video I played, Sowore was arrested at the airport, and people showed up and protested his arrest, and he was shortly released. His passport had been confiscated but has been given to him and all of that. They dared him to come to Nigeria and be arrested. The man show up. They true arrest him. But people show up to tell them, say, you no fit carry our man, o. You no fit lock him up. We dey here, right? That's the attitude that as Nigerians, na the normal attitude supposed to be like. You see wetin Sowore people do, na the normal attitude na im all Nigerians suppose get with this. Normally when you see something wey dey wrong, normally you suppose, na the spirit. As you see say dey arrest the person wey you know say dey fight for your freedom, dey put himself on the line, everybody suppose show up. That's what I expected with Pidum. That's what I expected, with everyone that's been fighting for Nigeria. In this time, people ought to be showing up. But here we are. Welcome or greetings to you, NJ, I guess. Happy Sunday to you. Thank you for coming by. This is what it's about. I'm telling you guys, Nigeria is gone. The only way forward is to fight. But hey, who I be? Who am I? I'm just a small person in my own corner doing my own thing. But this is what it's supposed to be. Sowore has shown up. I have to give the man his due. Respect to Sowore. I have to give him his due. I really have to. It takes guts to be able to do what he's doing. Everybody has a role to play. This is what Sowore is good at. I have to give him credit for it. And I respect him for doing that. Because you see what this singular move did? It will galvanize and encourage people. You think people are not going to come out in October? Wait and see. You heard what he said. They're going to push to ensure that all the protesters that are held are released because they have to be back on the protest ground. This is normal. This is supposed to be the normal attitude every Nigerian should have. Where bad thing, evil thing dey occur, you need to be very vehement about it, rejecting it. But we have become so docile. So docile. They just dey walk all over us. They increase food every day. Go bag of garri, una know say don enter 120,000 now. If you never even pass, if you never reach 150 now, bag of rice, I mean. Bag of rice. Look at what the flood that took place in Maiduguri, Abi Borno, or wherever. Do you know they had money allocated for it, about 800 and something million to fix that dam? Oh, well, Nigerians are wicked human beings. Wicked. They did not do anything. Instead, they shared the money shra amongst themselves. Look at what it has turned people's lands into. Abeg o, I support Sowore on this one. Abeg, When the protest start, I go bring her come here live. I go support her. Because we cannot continue like this. The day when these palm colored people right now all over the west, they are all pushing for nationalist parties. In case you have not noticed, you think you are secure where you are. Okay, wait, no go fight for your own. No go fight. People have been dragging me. If I want to go back to Nigeria, I should go back. People don't understand that what we are fighting for is not oh God. So you rather be a slave forever. You are not ashamed. You are living in another man's country that he fixed. Even though he used the resources of your people. Why don't show the same stubbornness? Everybody go back en masse, protest, and shut the whole place down. You think it's about me? I don't have any dog in this fight, though. In case you people don't know, I don't have any dog. I can decide that okay, no concern, wetin concern me. I go just throw away face. But I no fit because guess what? I have relatives back home. The Nigerian in me will not let me keep quiet. That's why I'm still talking. That is why I'm still talking. You can't be, we cannot be quiet forever while the country is sinking. No, you must talk. You must add your voice. Eh? You must add your voice because otherwise nobody's coming to save you. Only you, not only you. Now only you this matter concern. You don't concern any other. People don't care. Nobody cares. Eh? Abeg o. Abeg. Kudos to Showore o. Me, I'm very, very respect to the man. This is at the point where he was released. Let me play the video for you guys. I've been watching all the video, all the clips today. Look at this. This was when he was arrested here. That's the picture. Oh my God. Hey, Nigeria. Nigeria no need soft gloves. Oh, I'm sorry. If you are one of those saying, no, we have to do it, carefully. We have to approach things with tender, gentle. Nigeria does not require gentle hands at this time. Unfortunately, honestly, it does not. Nigeria does not require gentle hands at all. You need somebody that will come, clean house completely, and complete overhaul of the system. That's what Nigeria needs. You'll be deceiving yourself if you think that, oh, just sitting by the corner and just negotiating, talking softly, these people will hear. They will not hear. We have to say the truth. These people need high-handedness. Nigerians, it's not even just the politicians, so the citizens themselves is problematic. The citizens themselves is a problematic mindset that needs to be cleansed, and people need to pay for their crimes. If you see the kind of crimes that are happening in Nigeria by citizens, not politicians, you go open mouth, you no go fit close am. The entire system is rotten from the inside out, rotten to the core. How do you expect to clean that? It's not by gentle. We need a Jerry Rawlings method in the Nigerian situation. Otherwise, nothing. No, we go nowhere. And here we go dey speak English from morning to night. People are not interested, they don't care, they don't want to know. You go to the market, you go and buy a bucket of tomatoes. The person that is selling it to you don remove, e don pad under that bucket. So what you are actually buying is half a bucket, not a full bucket. Is it the government that is causing that? Is it the government? You leave your child, I don't know who would trust their children with neighbors these days. Okay, for the sake of argument, you leave your children with a neighbor. You just want to go across the street to go and do something. Before you come back, your neighbor has sold your child. Is it the government official that has done that? Is it the government official? We need to see wetin dey happen for Nigeria. Omo, the mindset, e needs to be dealt out of the people. You go buy land, person go sell you land. You don already sell, you no go know, you don already sell that land to 7 or 10 people before you, the same land. Is that na government official dey do that one? Na government official? Okay, dem share money give una governors, dem share money give una leaders, make una take care of the people. Your governors go carry the money swallow am, share am amongst their people. Your leaders go share the money, e no go reach your hand. Na the government official. Whose fault is that? We have an us problem. It's not just we keep shouting, yes, the politicians came from us though. Politicians came from within us. They came from within us. So what do you say to that? Somebody occupies an office, you're trying to get something, right? Somebody else comes, oh, it's my brother, it's my sister. They take that person ahead of you because you don't know anybody for them. I remember when I renewed my passport in Nigeria, I was in that passport office somewhere. Is it Obalende? I can't even remember now. I waited in that office for God knows how long. People came in. People did not even come in. You just see one officer will just come. You all carry people passport for this person, for that person. No waiting line. These people were packed outside. You see them with their cars packed outside. They will come boycott everybody when they wait for line. I spent the whole day in the passport office because I don't know anybody now. Is that a government problem? That's a people problem. People problem. The mindset is so messed up, it's not even funny. Entitlement mentality at 100% in Nigeria. You even want to try and assist and say, okay, well, let me send you this, so you guys can use it to do this and this and that. They'll be hissing at you saying it's not enough. The audacity. They don't know if you are struggling where you are. They don't know. You send them something, they want you to send them everything you have because they are the only ones that know how to spend money without working for it. Look at small children. Small children, all because they are looking for quick way to make money, using their friends, using their parents, using anybody they can use, their neighbors. Some they use their girlfriend because of quick money. Is that a government problem? Is that a government problem? With all that is going on in Nigeria, people are still going to work as if they are dumb. People are still going to work. No matter how much they pay you, it will never be enough for you to live a decent life. People still they carry their head, they go on like zombie, where everywhere supposed shut down. Everybody with one voice alone, one person will just look with side eye, everybody go understand. No, I've said it times without number here. There's so many ways to protest without putting your body on the line. When you refuse to participate, will the government come and force you out of your house? How many people they want come force out of the house? How many people? If all the airport workers say they no dey go work, all the market women sit down for house say they no dey go, all the commercial drivers say they no dey go, everybody refuse to participate in the system, shut down the grid patapata, make everywhere come to a grinding halt. No, everybody dey do e no concern me, e no concern me, but people are unaliving themselves. People would rather go and jump from third mainland bridge. Who are you doing? Is it me you are doing? It's not me. You talk too much now, they say, come back to Nigeria to do it. The one I'm doing here, if it's not enough for you, go and kick rocks or hug the nearest transformer. You cannot send anybody, Papa. If something is wrong, we need to call it out. All this sweeping under the carpet, the entire system is rotting. It is the stench. You can't even stand the smell of it. You can't stand the smell of it. Here we are. Here we are. It's crazy. How long are we going to continue? And people, they born every day. It's not like they are not giving birth to, and they are growing in this same iniquity. Abeg, well, yeah, let me listen to Dele Faro to me Sunday service. Abeg. When get here, make it here. Like not here. All of us go dey here. Sit down, look, na be monkey business. Look at Kenyans holding spaces, talking about their farmers and the food, the imposition they are making on them. Kenyans are busy looking for ways to solve their problem. No, you see the unity when they will do space like this, you see like 50,000 people listening to them because they know what they are doing. They know that their food is under attack. Their seed. Do you know who owns the seed, owns your life? He can control everything about you. We are still playing in Nigeria when there's fire on the mountain. Abeg you. Una sabi o. Hear me, I get power reach, I go do reach.
Bámúbámú làáyó, bámúbámú làáyó, àwa ò mọ̀ pé bí ń pọmọ nìkọ̀ọ̀kan, bámúbámú làáyó. Ẹ káàárọ̀ ẹ̀yin ènìyàn wa, nílé lóko, lọ́nà òdì. Mo kẹ́yìn tẹ́ wà lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà, àtẹ̀yìn tó yẹ pé ó wù yín kẹ́ ẹ dúró ni bẹ́ẹ̀ tí ẹ̀ láyé àti lọ, ẹ ti kọ̀ pẹ́yìn ò lọ bì kankan. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ń bí tó jẹ́ pé bíi pé kẹ́ ẹ rọ́nà àti sá, ṣùgbọ́n kò sọ́nà náà ni. Àtẹ̀yìn tẹ́ dàbí èmi, tẹ́ lè lọ, tẹ́ kọ̀, tẹ́ lọ, tẹ́ kàn decide pé kò síbi tẹ́ ń lọ, ẹ máa fi wèrè pọ́ọ̀tì ẹ̀ náà ni. Ẹ káàbọ̀, ẹ kú òwúrọ̀. Ṣé gbórin tí mo kọ ṣáájú? Bámúbámú làáyó, bámúbámú làáyó, àwa ò mọ̀ pé bí ń pọmọ ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan, bámúbámú làáyó. Tí mo á parọ́ ni, ẹ jẹ́ n ṣàlàyé ẹ̀ fún yín. Ṣé rí, tẹ bá mú orin un, tẹ bá tú, kí ni wọ́n ń pè ní bámúbámú? Nígbà téèyàn bá jẹun tó bá fi yí gbogbo imú, ó bá imú, ó jẹ́, ó yó. Àwọn ò sì mọ̀ pé ebi ń pààyàn. Kí là ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀? Amúnisìn ni ó máa sọ pé òun yó. Epo yó nìkan apá. Ó ń kọ́ lójú ẹni tébi ń pa. Ipò òun yó bámúbámú ní papọ̀. Ìjọba bámúbámú láyó. òun náà mú wa sí báyìí àwọn yó wọn ò sì mọ̀ bóyá ebi ń pàyálà ya anybody even ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ gbòòrò wọn àmọ́ bébí ń pa yín òótọ́ àwọn tó jọ̀gá àwọn náà lè kọ bí wọ́n lè bá wọn kọrin bámúbámú ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀yin tán ti jáde gangan ọmọ ọlọ́mọ ló ṣe ránṣẹ́ dé tòrutòru bámúbámú ni wọ́n yó wọn àmọ́ bébí ń pa yín wọn rí yín wọn àti ẹ̀wọ̀n ọ̀dọ́ yín mélòó nu yín náà fẹ́ wò wọ́n lè mú wọn ní ṣọ̀rí ṣọ̀rí wọ́n bá tiẹ̀ mú àwọn olórí union tó sọ àwọn yẹn di multi-billionaire ìwọ tó ń bá wọn lé bọ́ọ̀sì káàkiri lẹ́sẹ̀ títì tó ń tiẹ̀ ṣe jẹ́ kékeré tí ẹ̀ ń ta àràbá tí ẹni tí àràbá ti yín nù bèjì kí la fẹ́ wí sáwọn tó ṣe pé ṣe ni wọ́n á máa lé ìyá lọ́jà bàbá lọ́jà káàkiri ṣe rí ẹ má jẹ́ àfọ̀rọ̀ bámúbámú ẹ̀ ká fi léra wa kó lórí ibi tá à ń lọ gangan ní tí mo ṣe forin yẹn ṣáájú ó ní kinní kan tá a gbọ́dọ̀ ọkọ mọ̀ àwọn bàbá wa ní ìṣẹ́ ò kì í ṣàdédé ṣẹ́ lásán báwo la ṣe débi tá a wà lénìí tó wá di wípé orin bámúbámú la yó làwọn tó wá ń darí ìlú wa látòrí ọba lórí ìjòyè lórí àwọn òṣèlú àbọ̀jẹ̀lú ni ká pè wọ́n orin bámúbámú la yó ni gbogbo wọn ń kọ wọn ò tiẹ̀ wò ó pébi ń pa aráàlú mọ́ ebi ò pé mí o mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ elédùà ṣùgbọ́n irú ayọ̀ wo ni mo fẹ́ yó pẹ̀lú dùnnú nígbà tí mò ń wo gbogbo aráàlú tẹ́bi ń pa bóun ló ṣe wá jẹ́ tó jẹ́ wípé àwọn tó gbaṣẹ́ kí wọ́n mú ìlú dẹrùn fáwọn aráàlú ni wọ́n mú aráàlú ni wọ́n ń fara ní wọn. àwọn bàbá wa ní bọ́mọdé ò bá bátàn dandan ni kó bá àrọ́bá àrọ́bá yìí sì rèé òun ni bàbá àtàn èmi èso ọmọdé mọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọdún mẹ́rin ló ní èmi náà pọ̀ ọmọ 56 ni mí ní ìsìn nígbà tí ó bá tójọ́ mélòó sísìn á lọ sin brọ́dà mi ẹni pàtàkì ẹni yìí ẹni ẹyẹ àtòrẹyẹ bí ọkìn Adémọ́lá Adésínà Ògúnlànà 60 years péré lòun náà gbé kọ́lọ́n kó fún gbogbo wa lẹ́nu gígùn níta bá gbélé ayé ìṣe náà la sọ ṣùgbọ́n nínú 56 years tẹ́mi gbé yẹn mo rí díẹ̀ nínú ilé ayé mo dẹ̀ rí díẹ̀ nínú ọ̀tàn Nàìjíríà bí Nàìjíríà sá pamọ́ nínú òkùnkùn mo dànù ká tó wá sọ pé kó máa sá pamọ́ sẹ́yìn ìka kan ẹ jẹ́ ń sọ̀tàn bá a ṣe débi tá a dé ńlẹ̀ Yorùbá lè ní fún yín kó lè yé yín ṣe rí láàárọ̀ ọjọ́ nígbà tí àwọn òyìnbó tí wọ́n pinnu páwọn ń lọ iye pé òwú wọn lọ náà wọn ò sì rí lè lọ ẹ rọ́wọ́ wọn nu gbogbo tó bá ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ńlùú wa wọ́n lọ́mọ tí wọ́n fẹ́ràn jù Nàìjíríà tọrọ ọmọ wọn tán fẹ́ràn jù ó jẹ́ ọmọ tó máa ń gbọ́ràn sí wọn lẹ́nu ọmọ wọn yìí òun làwọn tó ń darí ilẹ̀ Haúsá lókè ọ̀yà lọ́hùn ìtẹ̀yìn nǹkan mò ń ṣọ́ra kó má dàbí gbà kábà pé mo kẹran mérò mo dá gbogbo èèyàn pọ̀ mọ́ra wọn báwa náà ṣe máa ń sọ wípé gbogbo Yorùbá kọ́ ló sùn tó kọrí síbi kan ṣùgbọ́n tí a mọ̀ pé gbogbo ìlú ló ní bọ́n ṣe ń darí ẹ̀ látàárọ̀ wá nílẹ̀ káàárọ̀ òjíire nta lè pe nta wa ń ṣe lọ́balọ́ba níjòyè níjòyè la fi ń tòlú wa ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ọba wa wọn ò ní agbára pátápátá a ní Òṣùgbó a ní Ògbóni a lóríṣiríṣi ẹgbẹ́ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tó jẹ́ wípé kò jẹ́ kí agbára ọba lóòótọ́ a lè pè láláṣẹ ìkejì òrìṣà ṣùgbọ́n bí òòṣà bá ti fẹ́ mọ kọjá àyè ẹ̀ ńgbà míì a máa fi gítà fi gbẹ́ a máa fi hàn án torí ẹ̀ ló jẹ́ pé wọ́n ń ṣígbá fọ́ba, torí ẹ̀ lẹ ṣe lè máa gbọ́ tàn àwọn bíi Baṣọ̀run Gáà tó jẹ́ pé Baṣọ̀run ni ṣùgbọ́n agbára tiẹ̀ gan ó tún fẹ́ ju tọba lọ, ó fa Aláàfin jẹ, ó ń pa Aláàfin. Àwọn ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá wọn ò ní nítorí òyìnbó ń pè ní absolute power, agbára wọn ó ní n tó dá dúró, àfàwọn nǹkan kan dè àwọn náà. Ṣùgbọ́n nílẹ̀ Òkè Ọya níbi táwọn Fúlàní tí wọ́n ti ń darí ìjọba tí wọ́n jẹ́ páwọn gangan náà gbilẹ̀ níbẹ̀, nílẹ̀ Haúsá náà kankan, ṣe mọ̀ wípé inú ẹ̀sìn ni Emir ti jáde àti Sultan, pé wọ́n fi ń ṣe Islam ló ti jáde. So tí wọn kì í ṣe àbáláyé, ó tinú ẹ̀sìn jáde ni. Wọn ì sì gbọ́ ẹni tó bá jẹ́ adarí ẹ̀sìn, wọn ì gbọ́ lẹ́nu. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ jẹ́ Mùsùlùmí láàrin yín, ní tí mò ń sọ ayé yín. So kì í ṣe pé wọ́n bí mi sí ìdílé ọba, mo wá ń jọba náà fi ń ṣe Emir tàbí Sultan. Àwọn tó ṣáájú ẹ̀sìn nígbà náà, àwọn ọmọ Uthman Dan Fodio, àwọn cousins, àwọn adarí ẹ̀sìn generally bọ́n ẹ dà wọ́n pọ́n ẹ lọ káàkiri, tán fún wọn ní flag, tán jagun, tán bá ti gba ibì kan ó jẹ́ Emir ń bẹ̀, bẹ̀ lórí ẹ̀sìn ni. Emir Amiri náà ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀, ẹni tó ń darí ẹ̀sìn tó já síwájú òun ni Emir. Ibẹ̀ ni pé nǹkan ń pè ní feudalism, ibi tó ti ṣẹ̀yọ nìyẹn. Ó ti wà ńlẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀, àwọn wá mú adarí ẹ̀sìn wọn gbélé lórí. So ọba ń tà lè pè lọ́ba nílẹ̀ Haúsá, aláṣẹ, ó fẹ́ jẹ́ adarí òrìṣà pàápàá, ṣe ló ń gbẹnu òrìṣà.
Apologies to the non-Yoruba speakers, non-Yoruba, those who don't understand Yoruba language. I apologize. It's subtitled in English, so if you want to see it, let me just take his name out so you can see. He's actually passing a very valuable message across, and I listen to him every Sunday. But since I'm here this morning, I just figured I'd bring it here so we can all listen. So if you can read it in the subtitle, yeah, thank you. So sorry about that once again.
Ìṣàsọ báwọn ṣe ń wò nìyẹn. So nígbà táwọn British dé, wọ́n láìkí irú yẹn, indirect rule ṣáàlá ni wọ́n ń ṣe. So wọ́n lè rí wọn darí bó ṣe wù wọ́n. Ṣùgbọ́n àwa nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, àwọn ọmọ Ìgbò, gbogbo wa níbi ọwọ́ South níbí, nígbà tí ò ti sẹ́sìn nínú bọ́n ẹ ń darí fún wa, lóòótọ́ ọba lè jẹ́ni tó máa bá wọn gbé tutù tàbí tóun náà gbọ́dọ̀ ní ipa tó ń kó ní lédì tàbí ní àárín ìlú, even ọba gbọ́dọ̀ mọ̀ nípa gbogbo ohun tó ń ṣe nílùú, ṣùgbọ́n kì í ṣe bíi ti Emir, kì í ṣe bíi tẹ́míà. So system tí wọ́n ń bẹ̀ yẹn ó pé fún ìbò. So ńgbà tó ìbò ń lọ, òyìnbó make sure pé ibi tágbára dúró sí Nàìjíríà nìyẹn, torí ó easy fún ìbò láti ṣì máa ẹnu bọ̀rọ̀ wa nígbà tó ti jẹ́ pé ó ti make sure pé interest tiẹ̀ àti interest àwọn tó ń gbé agbára fún ó dàbí nǹkan kan náà. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀yin ẹ wà rebellious, ẹ ti mọ̀wé jù, ẹ ti kàwé jù, ọpọlọ yín ti pọ̀ bó ìbò lọ́tún lósì, àtẹ̀yìn ni o àti ìbò ni o, gbogbo àwọn South. Àwọn èèyàn bíi Awólọ́wọ̀ dẹ̀ rí i pé forces of feudalism ló wọ́n kó wa lé lọ́wọ́ yìí. Tá a bá dẹ̀ gba oko yìí lọ, nǹkan méjì ni wọ́n fi ń di agbára mú nínú feudalism. Ìkẹta tó kún òun lẹ̀sìn. Ìkíní wọ́n fi ń di agbára mú òun nìṣẹ́. Ẹni tíṣẹ́ bá ń ṣẹ́, ṣe mọ̀ pé tébi ń pa kò ní rántí pé èèyàn kan ló sọ nǹkan bá àṣà ti ń fún lóúnjẹ, gbogbo ohun tó ń ṣe ti tán, ti fún lọ́rùn. Yorùbá ní bébí bá ti kúrò nínú iṣẹ́ ìṣẹ́bùṣe, wọn ì jẹ́ kébi kúrò nínú iṣẹ́ wọn. Àwọn afúnni lóko abẹ́ ọ̀pẹ̀rọ, wọn ò ní jẹ́ kéèyàn wọn ò ní ó má lóko, wọn ò ní ó má ṣiṣẹ́, wọ́n ti ẹ̀ fẹ́ kó ṣiṣẹ́ kárakára èrè ni wọn ò fẹ́ kó jẹ. The more tó fara ṣiṣẹ́ the less ló lè lo ọpọlọ. Ṣùgbọ́n ohun tó jẹ́ kejì nínú tán fi ń jagun feudalism amúnisìn òun ni kí ọpọlọ kó kú. Wọ́n pa ń tọ̀hún làákàyè ni wọn ò fẹ́ kó rínú rò rárá. Torí bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n á keep ẹ̀ ignorant, àìmọ̀ wọ́n máa fi inú òkùnkùn ni. Ibi téèyàn bá lè rò, ibi téèyàn bá ní inú, ibi tí inú èèyàn bá rò ló bá lè ronú dé, ibẹ̀ ló lè ríran dé. Nígbà wọn bá ti wá mú àpò ìrònú ẹ̀ tí wọ́n ti já dànù, ẹni tébi ń pa tí ò lè dánú rò, tó yẹ pé gbogbo ohun tó yẹ, gbogbo ìgbà tó yẹ kó lọ iléèwé tàbí kó kọ́ṣẹ́ kò sí kankan, wọn ò jẹ́ orí kankan ṣe nínú ẹ̀. Ṣé mọ̀ pé ńgbà tí ó bá fi máa di ọwọ́ ó ti ń bọ́, ó ti ń kúrò ní ọ̀dọ́ tó ti ń dọkùnrin àbó dọmọbìnrin, gbogbo ohun tó bá dẹ̀ wá kù tó bá fẹ́ fi ṣe ló kù àwọn máa fi ṣe. Awólọ́wọ̀ rélé, gbogbo àwọn bàbá wa Jákàndé, gbogbo àwọn tó wà láyé ìgbà yẹn wọ́n rélé. Nígbà wọn wá rí Awólọ́wọ̀ wá ṣe nǹkan kan, ó wá mú ètò ẹ̀kọ́ ó sọ́dọ̀fẹ́ tó fi jẹ́ pé àti ọmọ olówó ni o, àtọmọ tálíkà ni o, ọ̀tọ̀kùlú ni o, ẹni tí ò lè fi kọ́bọ̀ kan kó fi lé kejì ni o, gbogbo aráàlú wọ́n make ìpẹ́kọ̀ ọ̀fẹ́ ó wà téèyàn ó fi jáde ní primary school nígbà tí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní the 50s. Nígbà tí wọ́n ṣe yẹn wọ́n wá make sure pé gbogbo town unions wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní invest owó ìlú, wọ́n dáwó, wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní kọ́ ilé ẹ̀kọ́ káàkiri gbogbo ilẹ̀ káàárọ̀ òjíire. Èmi ilé ẹ̀kọ́ tó wà ní Fìdítì ni mo ti lọ kàwé, Fìdítì Grammar School, mo wọ bẹ̀ 1978. Kò sí nǹkan kan tó wà nílé ìwé táwọn ọmọ mi fowó iyebíye lọ nílé ìwé nílùú Èkó yìí, kò sí nǹkan wọn ní ìdajì nǹkan tá a ní ní Fìdítì. Ṣé tíṣà ni? A ní tíṣà tó wá láti Canada, a ní tó wá láti Pakistan, a ní tó wá láti India, Ghanaians wà ń bẹ̀, Americans wà ń bẹ̀. Ní Fìdítì Grammar School ni mo pè é. Nígbà tí iléèwé tó wà lóko Fìdítì tó ní gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tí mò ń wí, football field tó wà nínú Fìdítì Grammar School nígbà tẹ́mi wà ń bẹ̀ mi mọ̀ nǹkan ti ṣe ń sìn o, a ní at least football field mẹ́ta yes. Téèyàn bá kọ́kọ́ wọlé, méjì ló wà lẹ́nu ọ̀nà tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ títì, ìkan wà lẹ́yìn school assembly hall níbi tí lawn tennis court wà. Mi ò mọ ohun tó ti lè ṣẹlẹ̀ ń sìn. Those were the kind of facilities tó wà. Àwọn èèyàn ń ti Èkó wá sí school ní Fìdítì, ní boarding house ní gbogbo wa jọ wà. Àwọn èèyàn wá láti ilẹ̀ Haúsá wá sí Fìdítì, bọ́n sì ṣe ń wá sí Fìdítì ló ń lọ sí gbogbo àwọn iléèwé míì tó wà ní kéréje. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n make sure láyé ìgbà yẹn ìpé ètò ẹ̀kọ́ ó wọ gbogbo ibi tí wọ́n káàárọ̀ òjíire wà. Kí wá ṣètò ẹ̀kọ́ nìkan, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n níná. Mo kéré, mi ò gbọ́dọ̀ ju ọmọ ọdún 3 àbí 4 lọ nígbà tí ìyá mi mú mi lọ sí Fìdítì. A lọ ṣe nǹkan Fìdítì lọ́dún náà, wọ́n ti ń tanná Fìdítì. So that must have been around 1972, 1973 at most ni wọ́n ti tanná ní Fìdítì. Ìlú Èkó mò ń gbé, mo wà ní Lẹ́kì. Ó ní àwọn ibì kan tí ò ju kìlómítà 2, bùsọ̀ 2 lóyìnbó ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀ síbi tí mo wà yìí. Wàláì, NEPA ò tanná ńbẹ̀. Ẹ wo ibi tó ń pè ní free trade zone yẹn. Èyí tó pọ̀ jù nínú àwọn ìletò tó wà ńbẹ̀ tí wọ́n ti tanná ńbẹ̀ yẹn sì ń lọ sí bí ọdún 10. Bí ọdún 10 ni mo pè tí wọ́n ti tanná ńbẹ̀. Irúṣẹ́ wo wá làwọn èèyàn fẹ́ ṣe? Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ má jẹ́ n get ahead of myself. Ní tí mò ń try láti ṣàlàyé fún yín ni pé àwọn Awólọ́wọ̀ wọ́n fi ọpọlọ àti ìfẹ́ aráàlú wọ́n fi dúró láti make sure pé feudalism kò overtake wa nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. bọ́n ṣe ń kọ́ industry ni wọ́n ń ṣíléèwé, bọ́n ṣe ń ṣíléèwé wọ́n ń ṣílé ìwòsàn, wọ́n make sure pé nǹkan tó jẹ́ taráàlú kò wọ́n fi dùn wọ́n. Egalitarianism, afẹ́nifẹ́re náà fi ṣẹ̀dá Yorùbá. Kò tígbà tí AG bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni Yorùbá jẹ́ afẹ́nifẹ́re. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ará, gẹ́gẹ́ bí ojúlùmọ̀, Yorùbá máa ń fẹ́ ire fárá ẹ̀ ni. Ẹ̀rí bí táwa ń sìn wá di bámúbámú láyò, àwa ò mọ̀ pé bí ń pọmọ ẹnì kọ̀ọ̀kan. Bó o ní inú tó ń run ìmọ̀dò, bó o lè ṣe kànnà kí wọn ò tiẹ̀ mọ̀ pé à ń jẹyàn kankan mọ́. Ṣùgbọ́n àṣẹ̀ṣì débì yìí, àṣẹ̀ṣì débì yìí, ibi tá a wà lénìí, torí mo gbọ́dọ̀ gé kúkúkú, ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ pípẹ́. Àwọn kan ti wà tipẹ́ tí ó yẹ pé wọ́n believe pé bó ṣe yẹ kí Yorùbá wà ní pé kí a bá àwọn Fúlàní ṣe, ká bá gbogbo èèyàn generally in fairness to irú àwọn Akíntọ́lá, ìgbàgbọ́ wọn ni pé a ní nǹkan láti gain as a collective, wípé gbogbo wa gẹ́gẹ́ bí Yorùbá a ní nǹkan láti gbà tó pé fún wa tá a bá bá wọn Fúlàní ṣe. Ní ayé ìgbà yẹn, Yorùbá rí Ìgbò gẹ́gẹ́ bí competition instead of gẹ́gẹ́ bí partner. Èmi gbà pé ó yẹ ká rí gbogbo Nàìjíríà gẹ́gẹ́ bí partner tó bá jẹ́ wípé Nàìjíríà wà bó ṣe yẹ kó wà, tá a tó bó ṣe yẹ ká tó. Ṣùgbọ́n láyé ìsìn n tó ṣẹlẹ̀ rèé, àwọn Tinubu láti 2003 tọ́básanjọ́ ti kó tsunami ẹ̀ wá, àwọn Tinubu wá mú ẹ̀sìn, wọ́n so mọ́ politics. Àwọn Yorùbá tó jẹ́ wípé Yorùbá first wọ́n máa ń rò tẹ́lẹ̀ kan tó ro Nàìjíríà, wọ́n wá sọ wọ́n di religion first. Kì í ṣe ó gbó wa o, ṣùgbọ́n èyí tó pọ̀ jù nínú wa ó wá di Muslim agenda. That is the third leg tí mò ń sọ nípa feudalism. Feudalism á lo ìṣẹ́, á lo àìmọ̀, n tó ń lò sí kẹta òun ni ẹ̀sìn. Àwọn amú ẹ̀sìn wọ́n á fi condition àwọn èèyàn láti gbà wípé bọ́ọ̀lù ń ṣe fẹ́ nìyẹn. Ẹgbọ́rú àwọn bàbá wa Adébóyè, wọ́n ní tó ń ṣe Nàìjíríà is spiritual. Christian wing wọn lẹ rí yẹn. Ara Christian wing wọn lẹ ti ń gbọ́ wípé kí Dáfídì tó dé, Sọ́ọ̀lù gbọ́dọ̀ ṣáájú. Christian wing lẹ ń gbọ́ yẹn. Àwọn Muslim wing nǹkan ń sọ fáwọn Mùsùlùmí òun ni bóyá jẹ́ wípé gbogbo ìlú á dẹ̀rọ̀, ìfẹ́ Allah ló máa ṣẹ tí wọ́n bá ti fi Mùsùlùmí sí. Bóyá àwọn Mùsùlùmí tá à ń sọ yìí ń ṣèfẹ́ Ọlọ́run, bóyá wọ́n ti ẹ̀ lẹ́sìn, àwọn èèyàn tán ti fi ebi, àìmọ̀ tán wá gbé ẹ̀sìn lé lórí, ṣe mọ̀ wípé wọ́n ti sọ fún wọn, ṣe fún wọn. Bó ṣe di ipa wà nínú tá a wà lénìí ni mò ń ṣàlàyé fún yín. Kò bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú Tinubu tí mò ń wí kọ́ yẹn, bẹ́ẹ̀ kò ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀. 2003 ló ṣó Tinubu wípé ọ̀nà kan tó ń lè gbà di nǹkan mú rè, torí tẹ bá wò Èkó, ó gbélé níbẹ̀rẹ̀ Tinubu fi di Èkó mú. Wọ́n tẹ̀kó fọmọ Ìgbò, wọ́n tẹ̀kó fọmọ Ìgbò, ta ló bẹ̀rẹ̀? Àwọn ni. Wọ́n mú àwọn Ìgbò as a block vote. Wọ́n mú ẹni tó bá ń believe wípé the Muslim are being persecuted nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, wọ́n mú wọn as a block. Wọ́n mú àwọn Pentirascas tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n bí ìgbà kábà pé tó bá ti tó time wọ́n á sọ ohun tí kan lọ máa sọ ní chọ́ọ̀chì wọn fún wọn. So ẹ̀sìn ó di nǹkan tó ń dì mú 2020 lẹ́yìn EndSARS lẹ́yìn gbogbo ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́ọ̀tọ́bà Christian Association of Nigeria Lagos State Branch ẹ lọ wo ẹni tán declare as their man of the year bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ Jídé Sanwó-Olú that was the person the Christian Association of Nigeria to declare man of the year ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ta ló ń tanra wọn gangan nínú gbogbo wa náà ta ní ẹni tó ń tan ara wọn because mo lérò yìí pé tán bá tiẹ̀ ń tànyàn ṣe bó yẹ kó dẹ̀ jára ẹ̀ gbà níbo nínú bíbélì tí wọn náà lè fi justify nǹkan ṣe yẹn ṣùgbọ́n kí la fẹ́ wí nígbà tó jẹ́ àwọn tó jẹ́ olórí wọ́n ṣe tó worse jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ìkànnì ń sọ spiritual ni problem wa ká lọ máa gbàdúrà ṣùgbọ́n níbo ni àwọn tó jẹ́ wípé ó yẹ kó dàbí ọ̀tọ̀kùlú àwọn olórí ìlú àwọn èèyàn láwùjọ bóyá olórí iṣẹ́ ni o bóyá olórí captains of industry quote and unquote níbo náà wà tí ò sọ olórí lágànmọ́ ńlẹ̀ Yorùbá níbo náà wà tó fi di wípé ìjọba bámúbámú láyó ló wá ń darí wa níbo ni wọ́n wà. àwọn bàbá wa ní àgbà ò sí mọ́ ìlú bàjẹ́ baálé ilé kú ilé dahoro ṣáwọn baálé ilé yìí ti kú ni ṣáwọn àgbà ilé yìí ti dàgbà àyà ni torí ìlú yìí ti bàjẹ́ o eré táwọn ọmọ sì ń sá jáde ó ti sọ lé dahoro ó fẹ́ mọ́ sí ìdílé kankan nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tí ò máa ronú bóun ṣe máa lé àwọn ọmọ òun kán máa sá lọ torí wọn ẹ má máa pè ní nǹkan míì wọ́n ń sá lọ ni ẹlòmíín inú yín ń talé ó ń tọ̀nà kán ọmọ yìí máa sá lọ ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ wo ní tó ń fa ní tó ń ṣe yín àwọn tẹ́ǹtẹ̀lé wọ́n ń kọrin bámúbámú làwọn yó wọn mọ̀ pé bí ń pa yín ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ torí ẹ̀ náà kẹ́tì ẹ̀ yẹra yín wò kẹ́ bira yín léèrè pé ibi tẹ́ ẹ wà kì í ṣe ibi tó yẹ kẹ́ ẹ wà báwo ló ṣe jẹ́ bámúbámú làwọn yóò wọ́n ń sọ fún yín kẹ́ ẹ máa fún bẹ́ẹ̀tì yín tẹ́ bá ní pé tẹ́ bá tún ní wọ́n ní inú kó jẹ́ pọ̀ mọ́ Ìgbò ni kiriyó ni mùsùlùmí ni gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tó ń fi hàn yín kò dẹ̀ bá wọn já o bọ́n yẹn ń bọ̀ tún ṣe náà ń bó sì ṣe ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀yin lẹ mọ̀tá ṣe rí nígbà táwọn Awólọ́wọ̀ tán fi ètò ẹ̀kọ́ tí wọ́n fi ṣe síwájú wọ́n create a new class of Yorùbá tó ń lo ọpọlọ tó fi kún ọmọlúàbí that generation àwọn náà pera wọn wasted generation àwa gan náà ń waste because níbo gbogbo wọn wà tí nǹkan di báyìí kí ló dé wọn lẹ́nu tí wọ́n lè sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ gbogbo wọn níbo náà wà àwọn lọ́ba dà báwo la fẹ́ rọ́bà ńgbà tó jẹ́ pé tọ́ọ̀gì ní gbogbo àwọn tó dọba apààyàn ló jókòó lórí ìtẹ́ ẹ̀jì tí ò jẹ́ yẹ kán ti ẹ̀ rí lórí àpèrè ẹni tó bá tọ́ sí wọn ní jẹ́ òjọba ẹni tí ò tọ́ sí yẹn gangan wọ́n máa gbé síbẹ̀ torí kó bá lè ṣe fẹ́ wọn táwa ló kù tó fẹ́ bá wọn sọ pé nǹkan ń ṣe yòókù díẹ̀ káàtó àwọn náà ń fọba jẹ àwọn náà ń fìjòyè jẹ àwọn náà ń fadájọ́ jẹ ó fẹ́ẹ́ débi tó yẹ pé àwọn ni wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fàlùfáà àti máàmù jẹ́ nù jọ táwa ló kù tó fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ bámúbámú làwọn yóò kò kàn wọ́n tọ́ba bá ṣìṣe láyé ìjọ́sí ògbóni ń sọ fún un, ta ló ń sọ fáwọn eléyìí? ẹ wò ló fẹ́ kọ́ ẹ wò káàkiri à ń kọ́ lójú ẹ páwọn èèyàn ń sá kúrò nínú ẹ̀. ẹni tí wọ́n bá ti bí tó jẹ́ tálíkà làwọn òbí ẹ̀, ọ̀nà kan ṣoṣo tó kù fún tó lè gbàlà tó hàn sí gbogbo wọn ń sìn yìí náà ni pé kí wọ́n náà káwọn náà kan join àwọn tó ń pààyàn lẹ́kúnjayé, bóyá wọ́n di politician ni, bóyá wọ́n dam robber ni, bóyá wọ́n di kidnapper ni, bóyá wọ́n di hired killer ni, bóyá wọ́n di NURTW kingpin ni. Wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe nǹkan kan láti dúró di system kan dúró tì í láti ṣe ibi tó ń kó bá gbogbo aráàlú. Láì ṣe yẹn kò sọ́nà àbáyọ fún wọn kankan. Ok, Bet Naija, Q Naija, King Naija, this bet, that bet. Tẹ́tẹ́, àwọn ọmọ ń lọ sí yunifásitì, POS. Kí là ń wí? Kí ọ̀nà àbáyọ wo ló kù tán fi sílẹ̀ fọmọ tálíkà? Ẹ dẹ̀ sì jókòó, ẹ̀ ń wòran. Ẹni tó bá ní savings, owó ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ń disappear. Ẹni tó fowó sí báǹkì àbò fowó sálájọ lọ́wọ́, owó ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ń disappear lójú ẹ̀. Kí wá ló kù? Kí ló dé gangan táwa káwọ́rọ̀? Láyé ìgbà kan, irú àwa yìí for instance, tó bá jáyè ìsìn iná bírú wa, irú ẹ̀kọ́ tá a ní àlè rí, irú ẹ̀kọ́ tán fún èmi kò, even private schools ní Nàìjíríà gan ò ní mọ́ to a very large extent. Ẹlẹ́nkọ́ àwọn ọmọ British curriculum. Ẹ jọ ṣé Britain náà fẹ́ gbé ni? Àwọn èèyàn lọ sí university civil engineering, wọ́n jáde wọn ò ní wúlò fún nǹkan kan. Ṣe rí ibi tí ọ̀rọ̀ wa ń lọ kò yé mi. A dẹ̀ lè sọ ọ̀rọ̀ yìí lọ́túnla. Mo lè sunkún kápẹ́ rẹ̀ gan kún, wọn kò dá nǹkan kan. Ọ̀nà àbáyọ la gbọ́dọ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní wá. Ṣùgbọ́n n tí mò ń sọ tó dàbí ẹkún kì í ṣe ti pé kò sọ́nà àbáyọ. Ṣùgbọ́n tá a bá mọ bá a ṣe débi tá a wà, a ní mọ bá a ṣe jáde kúrò nínú ẹ̀. Òun ló jẹ́ kó dàbí pé n tí mò ń sọ bí ẹkún ó pọ̀ ju n tí mò ń sọ gẹ́gẹ́ bí àbáyọ. Ọ̀nà àbáyọ yẹn kò jìnnà. Àwọn bàbá wa ò jí wọn bọ̀ wọ́n ní béèyàn ò bá mọ ibi tí ó ń lọ, dandan ni pé kó mọ bó ló ti ń bọ̀. Ibo la ti ń bọ̀ tá a fi débí? Ibi tá a ti ń bọ̀ ò jìnnà. Ibi tá a ti ń bọ̀ níbi tó ti jẹ́ wípé nígbà tá a bá fi fèèyàn ṣolórí, á béèrè ibo ló ti wá, irú èèyàn wo ni. Àìdìbò ṣebẹ̀ ńlẹ̀ Yorùbá, àìdìbò ṣebẹ̀ ńlẹ̀ Káàárọ̀ Oòjíire, àìṣolòṣì wọ́n fòṣì ta wá ni. Ṣe la máa ń kọ́kọ́ béèrè ta ni wọ́, ọmọ ta ni ọ́, ilé ibo ló ti jáde. Àwọn tó wà nílé ibi tó ti jáde náà wọ́n á wá fọhùn, wọ́n á ní rántí ọmọ ẹni tó ṣe o, torí àwọn náà ti wárí wọn ò fi bà wọ́n lórúkọ jẹ́. Ṣùgbọ́n láyé ìsìn, ta ló ń béèrè? Ṣé ẹ tiẹ̀ mọ̀ ọmọ ta ni wọ́n? Ilé ibo náà ti jáde? Ta ni bàbá wọn? Ẹyẹ wo ló ṣu wọ́n? Ẹ béèrè mọ́. Ṣe ni fá ń pohùn dáńgbò bá di pé wọ́n bá jọba. Gbogbo afọbajẹ ló ti mọ̀ túmọ̀ alert. wọn ò tiẹ̀ wulẹ̀ bí fálẹ́rì mọ́ dọ́là ló kù tí wọ́n ń bi gbogbo ẹni tí ò yẹ kó tiẹ̀ súnmọ́ tẹ́ tí ò yẹ kó ń rí ní sàkáání ọba gbogbo wọn ló ń jọba gbogbo ẹni tí ò yẹ kó ń rí nídìí ìjọba gbogbo wọn ló ń di gómìnà tó ń jẹ àwọn tí ò tiẹ̀ kán tiẹ̀ rí láwùjọ ló wá dolórí fún gbogbo wa. Bámúbámú ni wọ́n yó a gbọ́dọ̀ padà ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní máa bira wa léèrè wò irú àwọn èèyàn wo la fẹ́ níjọba kí la fẹ́ kíjọba ó ṣe ibi tí gbogbo ẹ ti gbọ́dọ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn o. Èmi ò ní recommendation kankan fún yín ní wákàtí nípa ta ni kẹ́ ẹ dìbò fún tàbí ta ni kẹ́ ẹ má dìbò fún. Ẹ mọra yín amọra wa ẹ yẹ ń tẹ́ ń dìbò fún wò ẹ wo àwọn tó ń jọba lórí yín torí ẹ̀ ń tẹ́ ẹ dìbò fún ló ń fọba jẹ. Local government chairman lápọ́ìntì ọba wa tó lágbára ju gbogbo ọba látòrí Ọọ̀ni lórí ẹni tí wọ́n bá fi jẹ Aláàfin local government chairman ló kú máa kọ lẹ́tà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ bí wọn ó sì yọ lóyè náà local government chairman ni kò jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ bí wọn ó yọ Ọọ̀ni local government chairman ni ó kọ lẹ́tà bí wọn ó yọ Aláàfin local government chairman lẹ́tà torí ẹ̀ ló yẹ di pé gbogbo ẹni tó bá ti jẹ́ tiwọn náà fi ń jọba bóyá ó jẹ́ èèyàn ni o bí ó jẹ́ èèyàn ni o torí ẹ̀ ló ẹ wo lẹ̀ Yorùbá ọba mélòó ló kù tó jọba gidi. Mo sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mi ò yọ sọ nínú àwọn ọba tó ń pè lọ́ba wa yìí náà àmọ́ tó ń dánwò iṣẹ́ òkùnkùn ìkà iṣẹ́ àgbanipa lọ́wọ́ ọba. tó bí tá a wà àwa fúnra wa ọwọ́ wa ni solution wa wà. Adélé ò lè ṣe pé báyìí ni kẹ́ ẹ ṣe báyìí ni kẹ́ ẹ ṣe yìí ni kẹ́ ẹ túnra yín bí ẹ bíra yín léèrè báwo la ṣe dẹni tó débi tá a wà yìí. The only thing tèmi lè sọ fún yín ni pé ọwọ́ yín ló wà láti kúrò níbi tẹ́ ẹ wà yìí. Ibi tẹ́ ẹ wà tó jẹ́ wípé àwọn tó ti yó bámúbámú wọ́n á tún ṣèmúràn amúnisìn bọ́ sáàrin ọjà kó gba owó lọ́wọ́ yín lójoojúmọ́ ẹ̀yin tó pé ẹ̀mí inú yín rìn dọ́jà ni wọ́n á gba owó ìyá lọ́jà yẹn lọ́wọ́ yín ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ san wọ́n á gba owó ìyá lọ́jà wọ́n á gbó bàbá lọ́jà bójú dẹ̀ ń pa yín nínú ọjà yẹn nínú ẹrọ̀fọ̀ yẹn náà lẹ́tí máa rìn ẹ̀ ń ṣe kápẹ́ńtà ni o ẹ̀ ń wọ́n pa ẹ̀kọ́ wọ́n dẹ̀ tún pàṣẹ ọwọ́ wọ́n á di pé gbogbo gbèríko wa ó empty torí kí wọ́n fẹ́ máa jókòó ṣe ń bẹ̀ kò sí iléèwé gidi fẹ́ni tó bá fẹ́ lọ iléèwé fáwọn ọmọ wọn kò sí ilé ìwòsàn kò síná kò sọ́nà lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn gbèríko wọ̀nyí wọ́n á di pé àwọn ọmọ ń ta oko àwọn wọn fi ń ra ọ̀kadà. Ọwọ́ wa làtúnṣe wa wà kò sí lọ́wọ́ ẹlòmíì kò sí lọ́wọ́ ẹlòmíì ọwọ́ wa làtúnṣe wa wà. A lè continue láti máa fi ìjọba bámúbámú láyó síbẹ̀ káwa fúnra wa káwa máa rí ọ̀nà ká filẹ̀ ká máa rìn nígbẹ̀ẹ́ káwa sọ pé torí pé èèyàn wa ló ń darí ìgbẹ́ yẹn la ṣe ń gbọ̀nà ọbẹ̀ lọ. Ẹran gan ò kì í hùwà bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹran kì í hùwà bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ má jẹ́ kán fi búrẹ́dì kígan gbọ̀n yín lómi ọbẹ̀ lọ mọ́. Ẹ bára yín sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ti ń bọ́ sórí ó ti ń bàjẹ́ lọ ó fẹ́ má látúnṣe mọ́ o. Ẹ bára yín sọ̀rọ̀ bámúbámú ni wọ́n yó wàláhì wọn mọ̀ pé bí ń pa yín wọn ò tiẹ̀ kíá. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ tó bá tún máa súnmọ́ election díẹ̀ sí wọ́n tún gún spaghetti jáde iyọ̀ ṣúgà wọ́n dẹ̀ ti rí i pé bí yẹn ti pọ̀ sí i. Ẹ má jẹ́ wọn fi búrẹ́dì gígan gbọ́n yín lómi ọbẹ̀ lọ́mọ́ o. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run o bámúbámú ni wọ́n yó o èyí ni kẹ́ ẹ yára yín lọ́pọlọ o. Tó mi ò rí jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ lọ́sẹ̀ yìí o a mọ̀ sọ èyí tó kù lọ́sẹ̀ tó ń bọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n bàbá wa ní àbọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ òun là á wí fọmọlúàbí bó bá dénú ẹ̀ á dòdìdì. Èmi sọ tèmi o Ọlọ́run sì rí i pé mo wí tèmi ọwọ́ yín ni yòókù kù sí. Ire o.
Òdodo ọ̀rọ̀, ọ̀rọ̀ ńlá. Hmm. Oh, thank you very much, oh, Dele Farmers, my brother. Nigeria matter, eh? Hey, hey. Everybody need to put their cap down. Do the one wey they go fit to. So, my people, I've come to the end of this session. I think there's a debate, Edo State election debate coming up, and I'll be bringing it to you. It hasn't started yet, otherwise we would have switched, but it hasn't started yet. So I will definitely bring it up as soon as it starts. Enjoy the rest of your day. Kick back, relax. It's Sunday. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you, MJ. I appreciate it. See you on my next one. Bye.